come up with a reasonable explanation of why God lifted us up and took us out of here. Everybody ain't going. And so today we're going to talk about the process of God taking his elect out and his people out, which are two different things, two different processes. And so basically, right now, I don't care whether you believe the truth or you don't believe the truth, I'm speaking the truth. We are on the cold side of planet hell right now. And it's about to freeze over in different places and stuff like that. And God said, before he takes his people out, he is going to flex his arm. What does that mean? It means that he is going to cause some major pain and damage on these nations where they're going to know that it is him who did it. And then they are going to release his people. But he himself is going to deliver a small group of elect. Get into it. Isaiah 49:22. Thus says the Lord God, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles. That means some damage is going to happen. And set up my standard to the people. And the people are the nations. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. But before they bring our people to Mount Zion, the promised land, God is going to handle their asses. So this is what they are gearing up for. This is why they're telling you to stay inside, because they don't want you to see our rising. They want as few people as possible to see that, and they're trying to make up something right now to smooth that over. Isaiah 69, surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first. People say those are the ships from Britain. They try to do some mock exodus where they went and got all of these Gentiles together and put them on these Britain ships, said that these are the holy people, and took them over there to Palestine, where they are residing this day on fake-ass Mount Moriah. A fake people in a fake place with a fake Wailing Wall and totally fake all the way around. No, it ain't happening. So God says to bring their sons from afar, their silver and their gold is going to be with them. So what they stole from us is going to be returned unto the name of the Lord thy God and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up your walls, and the king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote you, black people, but in my favor have I had mercy on you. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. So we are going to become a land with no walls. What does that mean? That we ain't got to fear for nothing. Before, Israel had these big, thick, unpenetrable walls around it to keep the Gentiles out. Now God is saying, come in if you dare. Come in if you dare. And to the Holy One, because he glorified you, but in his favor he had mercy. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually, a land with no walls. They shall not be shut down day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. The forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve you will perish. If they don't come kiss your ass, they will perish, says God. Just you thinking, huh? And those nations shall utterly be wasted. Isaiah 52:8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, like we're doing now. With the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye. Eye to eye, man. So we're going to be seeing eye to eye. Right? When the Lord shall bring again Zion. So some of us are already seeing eye to eye. We see that we need to get out. We see that we need to take care of our own. We see that, the world is the enemy to us. Break forth in joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for the Lord has comforted his people. He did what? Comforted. So we are going to go to some type of comfort. He has redeemed Jerusalem. The Lord has made bare his holy arm in the eye of all nations. So now he's saying it again. Laid bare his holy arm. That means flex his power on these nations.
Iraq, March 19, 2003. The United States military begins its shock and awe air campaign over the city of Baghdad. It is a preemptive strike aimed to overthrow Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein, who the government believes is in possession of weapons of mass destruction.
Saddam Hussein wanted to make Iraq a regional and perhaps a global superpower. He spoke about himself as the new Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar II was the great Babylonian warrior king, most famously known for rebuilding and expanding the Babylonian Empire in the 6th century BC. His armies conquered Egypt, as well as ransacking and destroying Solomon's temple in 597 BC.
Saddam Hussein went nuts. He believed he was the reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar. So he ordered massive reconstruction of Babylon, which was done with bricks bearing his name on them. Everyone would come to respect the ancient Nebuchadnezzar and the new Nebuchadnezzar.
The missing piece to the puzzle, why we went to war with Iraq, is the understanding that Saddam Hussein sought to outdo what Nebuchadnezzar had accomplished in his earlier life. The ultimate accomplishment of Nebuchadnezzar was the opening of the fiery furnace. Nebuchadnezzar had gone to Jerusalem, looted and leveled the Temple of Solomon, and he brought the wise men of the temple back to Babylon with him. What happened in the story is absolutely amazing. These 3 wise men enter this fiery furnace. Not only did they come back out in perfect condition, they weren't alone. They came back with an extraterrestrial visitor in tow. In today's terms, we would obviously call this a stargate or a portal. Saddam knew this.
There's one theory that the Iraq War was actually a war about a stargate. Saddam Hussein, so the theory goes, got access to this stargate, maybe threatened to use it. Was that why the Allied powers went in? It sounds far-fetched, but this theory is widely believed.
Is it possible the United States military was pursuing more than weapons of mass destruction when they invaded Iraq? Could something of great significance, perhaps a portal to another world, have been found amongst the chaos? And if there are truths about extraterrestrial involvement with our planet hidden in forbidden zones, just what would happen when the truth is finally revealed?
So that is 1, 2, 3 over here, and then there's it's actually another one right over here. So there's like 4 of them. And this very large shape, this was at the top of Mount Etna volcano. That's how big it was, just like this. And when it was up there, and that Mount Etna was like doing its thing, it was like flashing like the sun did. And I thought, you know, it's like giving bursts of plasma and stuff. Look, they're literally like it. I really do. I believe it's highly intelligent. I really do. I believe it's highly intelligent. I really do. Yeah, if you're an empath, and if you've been through things, you can be empathetic with others. Now, I don't think it's a sun simulator. There's lots of people who are saying it is. And then there's lots of people who are saying it's not. Kind of neutral, but now I see them on the clouds and they're here. This is them right here. You ain't seen nothing. You have not seen nothing yet. You have not. And they have the ability. See, there's even white ones too. This is the inverted. Actually, these ones up here are the white ones because I've got this in the inverted mode. And these right here are the black ones. These are the white ones. This is in the inverted mode. Look how many there are. This is just like one section of them is what it is. And I did real good on YouTube videos showing these, is what I showed. But this is what's in the sky. And they're here and they're now. Okay? Now you have to ask yourself, what are the chances of me having a picture like that, like this, and then zooming up on the clouds? Why do I have this in my database right here? And why did I zoom up on those clouds and we saw these all along this clouds? What are the chances of me having a picture that depicts that? I'm back again. I just got off my YouTube channel and we made a stunning discovery concerning the alien species that are in the sky and the black sun and the little Tetris thing that's in the sun because there's something in the clouds. There's something in the sky, and I think they like to use the chemtrails to also hide their presence, is what I think. So I'm going to zoom up and I'm going to show you the clouds because I've seen them this morning in Cancun outlining the clouds. And I thought I wish I would get a really good picture of them. But I couldn't at that time, so I just left the house and I just went shopping to clear my mind. I did. I needed a break, you know. I've been working so hard, so I came back. So now, I don't even know what I titled this. The aliens that are in the sky, I have identified them. I'm going to show you. Is what I'm going to do. So this is the same Cancun. This is the same place we were at. Look in the clouds right here. You see the outline of the clouds? You see all these black dots outlining the clouds right here? You see these? Where is my cursor? They're not dots, they're little black squares. Okay, they're all in the clouds. And if you've seen these in your photos, you weren't seeing anything, there was no pixelation, there was none of that. You see these are listen up. And excuse the pictures. See these? Look at them very close. The outline of the clouds. You see all these black dots outlining the clouds right here? You see these? Where is my cursor? They're not dots, they're little black squares. Okay, they're all in the clouds. And if you've seen these in your photo squares, okay, they're all in the clouds. They're not dots, they're little black squares. Okay, they're all in the clouds. They're not dots, they're little black squares. Okay, they're all in the clouds.
And there's been at least one, quite possibly two, 7.0, maybe a 7.1, either way, very large magnitude earthquake, not far, less than 100 miles from Fukushima off of the coast of Japan. The earthquakes are coming in at around 33 to 35 miles deep. Right now it's been updated to a 7.0 here at the USGS. And you can see on the map as the crow flies, this is straight across, less than 100 miles from Fukushima. More than likely it was felt all along the east coast of Japan. In fact, probably all of Japan felt the earthquake to some degree, knocking over.
The bullet train captured something that they noticed something peculiar in the sky, because if they did, I'd sure hope they sent it to us right here at Third Phase Moon. We want to see all the evidence. That's what we're here for. The #1 UFO channel on the planet. Bringing you the news as fast as possible. Now, let's get to this. Let's take a trip to Antarctic. Google Earth imagery has mixed up its digital artifacts and got it all crazy. And we're looking at this thing, and it's not representing a massive monolith, in my opinion. This is just simply a cross that's stuck into the ground, and there's some bad stitching going on by Google Earth.
And a certain maybe idea of what this could be. But then again, this is strangely out of place. We're looking at this thing, and it doesn't look anything like anything close or in regards to what we're looking at in the surrounding area. It's totally a new look. It looks something like it was taken from Google Earth, where it shows it that it's on the ground. So there was actually somebody that placed a camera there to film this location. So that means maybe there's new technology assisting Google that we've never seen, these robotic creatures that assist.
This is actually captured within the image of the lens. So we're only going to find out if we can get there. But the problem is, to get to the Antarctic and book a helicopter ride to this area will probably cost at least $250,000 per person. So it's a big investment if we want living in the Antarctic. So what is possibly being discovered in Antarctica? Is there a new life form that was captured by Google imagery?
Each day Earth is hit by 100 tons of sand-sized particles from space. Every year, a car-sized asteroid hits Earth's atmosphere and burns up before reaching the surface. Asteroid strikes are actually more common than most people think. In fact, there are many instances where potentially destructive asteroids came too close to Earth. However, asteroids bigger than football fields are said to hit Earth about every 2,000 years, and asteroids large enough to destroy civilizations come once every few million years. Currently, NASA is tracking nearly 2,000 potentially harmful near-Earth objects. Currently, NASA is tracking nearly 2,000 potentially harmful near-Earth objects. Currently, NASA is tracking nearly 2,000 potentially harmful near-Earth objects.